We're those people who bought a van off of Facebook Marketplace.
I don't know if people do that.
We got it.
Got it, we're in it.
It's here and it works and it has not died yet.
As people that have no idea what they're doing with cars, I would say that that was a pretty risky thing for us. It felt risky. It felt like we were like living on the edge.
I didn't feel like it was risky at all, as you will come to learn. I didn't have much to do with it. I think, actually, you bought a van.
That is not true.
I did not have anything to do with it.
Really? We were both looking. I will say, this is the first one that I sent, and in the Facebook messages that I sent it to Kelsey, because we weren't together at the time when I found it, I said, I really like this one, and then I sent her about like 10 other messages underneath, because I was just like, it's the one. And we do things in life that feel easy, that feel right, that feel aligned. And the second that I saw this, I don't know what it was about it, I was like, that's the one. And if you don't know, this has been a dream of mine for, I feel like, almost 10 years now. And I've been trying to get Kelsey over the line. You got over the line and you were like, okay, it's time, let's buy a van.
I'll tell you how it started. You don't remember?
I don't really remember how it
My
started.
mom was here. My mom and I randomly booked tickets to a concert like 3 hours away, and then in that same day decided we were buy a van. You showed me this van and you're like, when can we go see it?
Right.
My mom was leaving on Saturday and she was all, oh, I want to see it, because she got excited for us. And then we went on Sunday.
Which feels like when you get excited about something, I remember those days feeling like they were dragging. And this actual process, this dragged out, in my opinion. I've never had a Facebook Marketplace purchase or sale or transaction drag out the way that this did.
As it should, because it is an expensive Facebook Marketplace purchase. We went to his house.
My mate Ian,
We took the dog, we took the baby, we rocked up, and we were like,
this is it.
love it.
This is the one.
Although you had been talking, you asked him a million questions.
I probably asked him a million questions.
What's the this? What's the that? What's the this? When did it this? How did you do this? Blah, blah, blah. He's probably like, oh my god, this lady Lucy won't stop texting me.
He was great. He was the whole way through fantastic. They had just done a lap of Australia in it. They've just purchased a home. They wanted the money to free up some work in their house, like to do renovations with. So they were pretty eager to sell it. We were pretty eager to buy it.
Lucy was like, surely they want to do renovations like tomorrow, so like why can't we do it today? And I was like, surely they don't. Did an inspection, some other kind of inspection. He did an inspection. He did a roadworthy. He did all these things, and then we were doing these things. Lucy was doing these things, and then we went to be like, yeah, fuck, we want it. It passed. Let's send you the money. Come pick it up today.
Yeah,
we rearranged our whole day to pick it up today. We sent the money, and then it's like
the money wasn't clearing.
It was like, it may take 2 business days, and I was like,
I'm like, in what world do we live in? Nothing takes 2 business days anymore.
Maybe it's because it's the amount of money.
Yeah. Anyways,
called the bank. They said, nah, gonna be 2 days. The next day, it had been cleared, and
off we went.
We went.
Beep, beep.
I'm just gonna let her talk about the inspection, because I still don't have a clue what happened, or how she finds these people on Google, or what's the insurance thing. I've never paid insurance in my life.
2 things I want to talk about. Pre-purchase inspection and insurance. So for the pre-purchase inspection, I used a company called Grease Monkeys, which seems like the
horrible.
The dodgier the name, the better they're going to be at what they do. He actually ended up sending me a report that was made for a completely different vehicle, and I had to write back and say, that's not the vehicle that we're looking for. Anyway, he did the inspection pretty quickly. It was pretty affordable. I think it was around $400 for that pre-purchase inspection, and they check everything, not only the exterior, but what I was mainly interested in was all the mechanical things, what's under the hood, because Kelsey and I don't have a lot of experience about anything mechanical. Like, I couldn't even change an oil filter or change the oil. I probably couldn't do that if I needed to. I can barely top up the windshield wiper fluid, so not educated.
Windshield wiper fluid in Australia is water.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure you could do that.
I can, but barely.
But in Canada, you know what? It's not water because it could freeze, and guess who puts water in it?
That's a story for another day. The next thing, which I was so shocked about how big of a thing this became, but it was the insurance. And so I didn't know what insurance would cost on this. Dotting my T's and crossing my I's, dotting my I's and crossing my T's. I call the insurance company, and they want, because it's a converted motorhome, that's how they list it, they want photos of interior and exterior. It's this insurance company that in Facebook groups everybody recommends getting, so I was like, easy, Bob's your uncle, let's go with them. Everyone seems happy, and they came back and said, we cannot insure this. We cannot insure this vehicle. Oh my gosh, we're gonna hit a roadblock and it's gonna be all over. What had happened is there was a dent on the side of it, pretty sizable dent, nothing major, and there was no paint chips, there was no rust, it was just this dent. And we had seen it, and they had noted it on the pre-purchase inspection, and it was like, whatever, it's got a dent, it's had some love, some things have happened to this thing. Didn't really mind that it was there. insurance companies, I called about 25 different ones. They will not take it with that existing damage to it. So they said you have to get it fixed. So then you better believe it, I'm on the phone and on the email calling around tirelessly to places to get this thing fixed, and get this thing fixed fast.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Like, I was contacting mobile repairers, none of them would touch it. I started talking to some people who said you need to take this whole panel off, the whole thing needs to be replaced, it's gonna be $3,000, and I was like, oh. Eventually my mate Ian said, I'll get it fixed. An angel who has fallen from the skies above. So I was really surprised that he got that fixed, because I was willing to pay for it and ready to pay for it, and thought that that would just be a present that the van gave to us. We'd still buy it for the same price, but we'd have this expense on top of it. The fact that he got that fixed, I know he got it for a pretty good price, he was telling me. Either way,
The next day.
it got fixed the next day. He got it in. Wham bam, thank you ma'am, gets it fixed, sends me the photos, I send them over to the insurance company. Insurance company is like $110 a month. We went ahead, we got the insurance taken out, because I'm about to go pick up this van. I'm about to go pick it up, and I need it to have insurance under our name so that we can drive it away. And then the money didn't go through. The money didn't clear. The money didn't clear for what felt like forever, when really it was just the next day at 10 a.m. It went through. And then we actually went in, we were able to pick it up and drive it away with insurance, with registration, everything.
So a very big decision off of Facebook Marketplace. If you're watching this, a thing that you're like, okay, that sounds great, Luce and Kels, but like, I'm not like you, and I don't have that amount of money to just blow and for it something not working. And how do you trust that? How do you know that this is the right decision? What if there was a different van that was $5,000 less, or a different van that was $5,000 more, but in Queensland, but you usually get a cheap flight? How do you know what's right? And I think it comes back to this like whole life thing about like we don't have a clue what's right.
We don't.
And we learn this going through fertility, but it's like what we've learned and what we've adopted as like our way of making decisions is like just make one and then decide that it's right. I don't know.
Yeah, like you said, deciding, making your decision,
Just make a decision,
and then back your decision.
trust it.
I would say that we do a pretty good job at making sure that it feels easy though, which sounds silly because we know life isn't easy. But when something is feeling too hard, when something is feeling not...
Yeah, but it's a feeling. It's
a
not
feeling.
like it actually like feels hard. It's like something on the inside is like, yep.
Exactly.
And that could be completely wrong, and we could get ourselves into a situation where we're like,
That was silly.
what?
Yep.
But then my theory is like we buy a van, we don't love it, allowed to be like, no thanks.
Change it.
We could be like, you know what, this actually is not the van for us, it's a perfect van for someone else, let's get something different. How did we get to the van, Dal?
You're not going to talk about my caravan.
We're gonna talk about my epiphany in a different video, because I think that's a whole thing. But we did buy a caravan.
I completely surprised Kelsey with this
Lucy bought a
caravan.
caravan thinking this is what I wanted, because I had mentioned that I think that would be the kind of caravan that I would want to tow. Towing seems hard, it seems small, it gets bigger. What a miracle.
We didn't want to have to worry about mechanics of a car, so we thought,
This will be easier. So then we spent thousands of dollars, well, Lucy spent thousands of dollars on it, surprised me, and I never once was like,
we took it once.
I tried really hard to love it, but we bought it being like, cool, we went on an $11,000 camping trip.
Because we took it one time.
We took it one
and
time.
that's how much we paid for it.
And then we sold it. But like, same thing, if the van, if we don't love it, let's sell it. Moral of the story is just tap into your feelings, maybe.
Listen,
If you want to do something, just maybe try it. You can
Trust.
always stop trying eventually, do something else. This is a big purchase, this is a massive thing, this is a whole life change. I won't know that it doesn't make sense unless I try.
100%. We will learn so much. We will learn so much. And
Whether it is about Australia, or about camping, or about the van, or about ourselves,
or all of it.
or what we don't like. I don't know what this means for us.
And we are not looking back. We love it. I
So
love
if-
it. Kelsey loves it.
I love it. I
It's-
actually so
It's
love
so
it.
good. Every time we come home and look at it, we're like, we love it so much.
And then she tells me she loves it, and I'm like, I love it.
And we've had to drive it a few times where one of us is in the car and one of us is in the van.
I'm always in the van.
Kelsey's always in the van. And I just
Yeah,
look
I
at
am
it
a boss.
and I like look back in the rearview mirror and I see it and I'm like, it's so good. You look so good in it.
Yeah, I gotta like really take some wide corners because it's huge. So
I call the caravan the gateway. This is what I wanted. I just got the caravan because you wouldn't let me have this.
she wants you to subscribe. Videos.
Shoot.